welcome back to another full day of eating. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Nisha. I'm a busy mom of two and I'm a part-time personal trainer. On this channel, I share my passion for health and fitness and while enjoying simple, high-protein meals to meet those fitness goals. So if you are someone who is trying to get lean or fit as a vegan, then please consider subscribing to my channel and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Today, I'm going to walk you guys through on how I eat during the weekends. Sunday, I usually tend to eat higher calories because I work out quite hard on a Sunday morning, and Sundays are usually my leg days. And when I do train heavily on Sunday, I find myself really hungry throughout the day. So my activity levels are also high on Sunday. So just to match my activity level and the hunger levels, I tend to eat a little bit more. So I'm excited to share all the meals that I will be showing you guys here today, especially the falafel recipes. My kids really wanted me to make falafel, and I don't always make falafel because it takes a lot of time. But here I'm going to show you the simplest and easiest way to make falafel. So I hope you will find value in this video and you will stick around till the end. In my past videos, I talked about why I started taking creatine and how it has helped me on my fitness journey. So I really wanted to take some time in this video to talk about creatine as well. So without any further ado, let's get into today's video. Hey guys, so now I just quickly wanted to take some time to talk about creatine. What is creatine and how it has helped me on my fitness journey. Creatine is the most researched supplement out there in the market. It is one of the safest supplement you can take, and creatine is an amino acid that is found in our muscles and brain. And most people can get creatine from consuming red meats or seafood, but because we vegans don't eat animal-based products, it's harder for us to get creatine. So that is why it's important to supplement your diet if you are strength training at the gym. How creatine helps is that it increases ATP stored in your muscles. So when you are pushing through a workout, it really gives you that extra boost of energy that you need to push through your workouts. When I started adding creatine to my diet about a year ago, that is when I started seeing lots of improvement in terms of strength and being able to push through heavy workouts at the gym. Before, when I wasn't taking creatine and I had a low protein diet, I used to struggle through my workouts at the gym. I remember taking such a long break in between each rep, and it was really hard for me to recover for the amount of effort that I was putting in at the gym. So the best way to take creatine is whenever you remember to take it. There's no specific time that you should be taking creatine. Typically, I take my creatine with my pre-workout when I go to the gym because that's the time when I really remember to take it. And the days when I don't work out, I really have to put a reminder on my phone to take creatine because those are the days I tend to forget. So you should be taking creatine every day, even when you are not working out. You don't have to buy an expensive brand. Creatine monohydrate is all you need. This is a very inexpensive brand that I take. I just take about 3 to 5 grams of creatine every day, and I add it in to my pre-workout before going to the gym. You may experience a bit of water retention in the beginning when you start taking creatine. Don't worry about that. Just make sure to hydrate and drink plenty of water to prevent water retention. Creatine is one of the supplements that has really helped me on my fitness journey. So if you are someone who have been trying to put on muscle, or you are struggling with strength or stamina at the gym, you will definitely benefit from having creatine in your diet. So let's continue with the rest of the video. To make falafel, I soaked my dried chickpeas overnight with some baking soda, and then I gave them a good wash about 3 to 4 times in a cold water, and I drained them really nicely before transferring them to my food processor. And then I'm going to add my cilantro, some mint leaves, parsley. I didn't have parsley this day, so I couldn't add those in, but if you do have parsley, please add lots of parsley, and if you don't like cilantro, you can skip cilantro. And then I'm going to add in all my spices, and I'm going to process it till it's nice and smooth. And at the end, I added some baking powder and some red onion, as well as I had forgotten to add those in as well. Once everything is processed, I am going to form them into a small ball. Each of my falafel is about 35 grams. I ended up soaking a lot of chickpeas, so I made a double batch of this, and it ended up making about 30 falafel. And whenever I do make falafel, I like to make a big batch so that I can use them throughout the week to add to my dishes. I also added a bit of avocado oil to help them brown up nicely. And if you don't have an air fryer, you can also bake them. And I air fried them at 400°F for about 20 to 25 minutes. And while that is cooking, I am prepping my tahini dressing. If you are trying to watch your fat intake during a fat loss phase, you can totally omit tahini dressing and use tzatziki dressing instead. You can make that from vegan yogurt. Just add a bunch of yogurt to a bowl with some fresh dill and some salt, garlic powder, maple syrup, and thin it out with water, and you can use that instead of tahini. But I used a bit of tahini on my falafel as I'm not trying to lose weight, and also this dish was prepared for my kids mostly, and I like to offer them high fat tahini dressing whenever possible, as they need good fat source in their diet. And then I'm going to prep my bowl with all the ingredients. I ended up adding some cabbage coleslaw in here, and I prepared that cabbage coleslaw with some salt, lemon juice, and bit of coconut brown sugar and some garlic powder. Then I added a dollop of hummus, and I drizzled it with tahini sauce on top. I'm using store-bought hummus here as I was lazy to make my own, but if you want to prep hummus, you can make that ahead of time. And I have a nice recipe about how to make oil-free hummus on my website. I will leave the link for that in the description box below, and I will also leave all the details about how I prepped this bowl and the falafel in the description box below. Make sure to give these falafel a try. They turned out really good. Just so that you know, falafel do tend to be a little bit on the dry side, so you do need a nice dipping sauce to go with it, whether it's hummus, tahini dressing, or tzatziki. So make sure to make that as well. So I ended up eating 2 more falafels that were not pictured in the bowl, and I was really stuffed from my lunch. And I noticed that I also didn't get enough protein this day, as that falafel bowl only gave about 21 grams of protein. So because I wasn't hungry and I needed to make sure I got enough protein for the day, I prepped this yogurt bowl just to keep it light and hit my protein goals. I'm using my favorite vegan protein powder to add to this yogurt bowl, which is from Sprout Living. If you guys want a discount, you can use my discount code to get 20% off. It's a really quality protein powder and it tastes amazing. Then I'm going to add some fresh peaches on top. You can add whatever fruits you like. I had peaches in the fridge and I needed to use them up, and I really do enjoy peaches, so I'm going to add them to this bowl. I just kept it super simple and easy. This ended up being about 300 calories and about 30 grams of protein. Once again, I will leave all the details in the description box below. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed all the meals that I shared here today and you will give them a try. Let me know in the comments which meal was your favorite and what will you be trying out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys very soon on my next one. Bye.